Hey, how's it going out there? You are live right now with Two Step Tribe. Again, Two Step Tribe, that's the number two. You do not spell that. Anything with two step, it's a two. Two Step Tribe. We're coming to you live right now in honor of our veterans. We have a show right now. Neil Spartman over here is a Air Force veteran. He is our guest host tonight. How are you doing, Neil?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself, Tracy?
I'm doing pretty good. We've been talking to multiple veterans, and we have a lot going on with the foundation. So, Sergeant Two Step Foundation, that we're very excited about. You're on the board there. So, I think things are going great.
They are, and they're continuing to
I love
gain
it.
gain popularity. So I'm enjoying the fun networking that we're doing right now.
Most definitely. That and helping the actual siblings and families that do not have a place that's normally talked about. So, taking care of not, the veterans that are not here, but it's their families. And when they have brothers and sisters and parents, there's typically not a whole lot of organizations for that. You'll find a lot of organizations for others, but our veterans is how it starts. So we
That's
have a veteran
correct.
tonight, and his is Chris. He's a veteran, and I'm not going to tell his story. I'm going to bring him in so he can tell it. But I'm excited to have him in here with us on Veterans Day for Two Step Tribe, and I bet you everyone else is going to be just as surprised with the tribe here to meet Chris as well as you, Neil. Did you look up Chris?
I did, and there's some remarkable notes here on him and his journey, and I'm really looking forward to digging in and getting to know him a little better and learn about his focus in music and his past service.
Most definitely. I'm going to go ahead and grab him. And Chris Lozano. Chris, welcome to the show on Two Step Tribe. How are you doing?
Great. How you guys doing? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, we're doing good. And did I say the last name right?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
did. Okay, all right.
Good,
I get it a
good
lot. I'm
practice.
from Nashville and Tennessee, and then Texas. So that Southern might mess me up in there.
That's no worries.
You got it. Chris Lozano. Chris, number one, thank you for your service.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
a veterans special edition on Two Step Tribe. Neil, thank you for your service as well.
Well,
Neil's an Air Force veteran there.
it was
Uh,
an
Yeah,
honor,
thank you.
but I do want to wish Chris a happy birthday since
yeah,
yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. So
yeah,
happy birthday, Marine.
yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
And
Once
thank
a
you for your
Marine,
service too.
yeah, always a Marine. I know that one. Trust me. Uh, he has
Absolutely.
where are you based out of? So we've got Chris Lozano on. He's a Marine and he has served his country. When did you serve, Chris? And were you in any one of the eras of combat?
Yeah, I joined in '98 and I got medically retired in 2013. I spent my time in Iraq, did
Mm.
our stuff over there and everything too. So I
OIF
was okay.
and yeah.
Yeah,
So OIF,
OIF.
OEF. Mm-hmm.
Are you one of
I did.
those half a dozen tour veterans in Iraq?
I had almost a year long deployment over there, and which is it was enough. I'm not gonna lie, it
That's a
was.
long time. You know,
Yeah,
when I was in the Air Force, I had the luxury of flying in and out, so I wasn't stuck in the theater too long. And
yeah,
really appreciate what the Army and Marine guys do there to keep things moving.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was interesting. It really was. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
Chris, it's interesting is something you said. So when you say a year, I say, yeah, well, I have someone that was 16 to 18 months over there. Stop pay
Mm.
happened. And if anyone remembers that, the people that were deployed got stuck
Yep,
overseas. And
yep.
I happen to have a son who's not with us right now. He's with me. That's two step. And he was stuck over there. So you remember that?
I do actually. I was a ITB instructor, infantry training battalion instructor, and I had orders to go to Fifth Marines.
Yeah.
And once I went to go get my orders, they had told us nobody's leaving, nobody's doing nothing. You have to
Yeah.
stay where you're at. and
Mhm.
which it was a bummer because some of the guys the day before got to leave that I knew, and I had to wait a little bit for it, and then I ended up going to a different unit and still going
Yeah.
over it. But,
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that. The third ID infantry unit that was over there that got stuck with the Hellhounds unit. So very familiar with the 164. So thank you for your service and everything that you do. And this show is a special edition for our veterans. We have a lot of veteran musicians actually in Two Step Tribe. I started with Patriots Inside the Wire, which is still our production company and still a show. Patriots Inside the Wire has featured many artists that are veterans. And so Two Step Tribe, when you bring over a artist and a veteran, we're going to focus more on your music. We're going to focus on you as an artist, but we've got to shout out there and say everything we can for our veterans. And hey, it is okay if you're not okay. And this is for everybody out there. Call 988. I would much rather get a phone call also than someone to call me and tell me I need to show up somewhere, because I'm not going to show up there. It's not for me. I can't do it. I'm going to tell you, please call, reach out. There is always a solution. So I just finished up a show. Y'all go check that out on Two Step Tribe. If you go to the YouTube, you can engage with us. You can comment. You can find a lot right there. Go to Two Step. That's two, STEP, Tribe. Two Step Tribe on YouTube and engage with us there. Chris Lozano, we brought you in. You're a Marine. If there was something you wanted to say or wanted others to know, where would you start off with who you are and what you'd want us to know?
first and foremost, I'm a father. I'm a husband. Both my kids are amazing. My daughter's awesome. She's a goalkeeper for women's college team. My son's a business major. My wife, she's been my rock. 26 years, December 19th.
Wow.
December 19th will be 26 years for us. But after that, I'm a Marine, obviously. I'm always going to be a Marine no matter what. I served my time. I loved everything I did, but sometimes I miss it. But at the same time, I'm glad I got out when I did.
Yeah.
A
goalkeeper.
She's a collegiate goalkeeper.
My oldest was goalkeeper as well. Man, being a parent of a goalie, talk about standing on the sidelines with some parents there. Woo.
Oh my goodness!
How would a Marine handle that?
I sit there and look at her, and my wife, every time my daughter, she's out there and she's diving for the ball, doing all these collegiate girls coming at her, and she's taking the ball away from them. She takes somebody down, gets up, and gives them a dirty look and kicks the ball away. My wife automatically turns and looks at me. She goes, "Look, see, she takes after you." I was like, "Thank you."
Well, there's that. Chris, have you experienced the parents though? Parents on a sideline yelling at your kid. And I'm wondering how a Marine handles that one, because I am just a mom of a soldier, and I'm happy that I'm a mom of all my kids. But being a goalkeeper is interesting as a parent, watching these parents yell at the kids.
Let's just put it this way. When my wife is sitting there with me, I'm not allowed to say nothing because she knows I will. I'm to be, as she says, you need to behave. I'm like, all right, I'll behave. But then I hear all this stuff, and she'll tell me, she's like, let it go. I was, all right, I'll let it go. But she's been my rock. She's actually out here with my dog. So but
well, we like her. I've been a goalie mom, a soldier's mom, a football mom, you name it. So I'm right there with her. So we appreciate the whole family. The whole family serves. So when we talk about Veterans Day, we have to remember, the whole family that's there serving as well. So it depends on different situations. But Chris, when you were in, can you give us something to you that you can hold on to forever as a Marine that, you appreciate to this day, being a veteran and serving, whether it's a buddy you were with, or did you also encounter an unfortunate situation where maybe I lost my son, he didn't get to come home, and then his buddies that were upset, actually, they were trying to figure out, where's his mom, or you
Yeah.
know, it really hurts the whole unit. So I'm curious about you and your experience as a Marine.
First and foremost, the thing that I will always have with me, no matter what, and I still talk to this day, is all my Marines I served with. I was fortunate enough that the Marines underneath me, all of us came home, which I still to this day, I thank the Lord that happened, because some of these guys are succeeding, kicking some butt out there and all that stuff. And, you know, it just wasn't me. It was the whole platoon as a whole, you know, and but I did experience that, a good friend of mine from ITB, his name's Yadir Reynoso. During the first initial push, he was over there and he ended up getting killed. And the only reason why we found out is there was an insurgent, or he was, insurgent, if you want to call him that, whatever they are now, was holding his Kevlar. They found his Kevlar and was holding it up and took a picture, and they sent it out to everybody. And that's what kind of put the fuel on the fire, so to speak, for us. And we found out, that's how I found out he passed. He was killed over there, but really, really good friend of mine. And that takes apart from you, just that alone, not to mention all the other guys that end up losing their lives, you know. But that took a big part of me, because I was like, it's something you don't expect right away. You know it's going to happen, but when it happens at first, you're like, holy cow, this is real. You know, we're doing this, you know, and then from there, you know, it goes on from there. But so
it's amazing how the mentality changes when you go into theater from you know, the working environment and in your home bases, and then you go into theater, how the mind shift happens. And that's really when you see your training kick in, and people are locked in, and you're moving forward together. You know, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It is, and it's pretty rough. It really is, you know. But you're absolutely right. Once you cross that line, it's like mentality changes. Everybody understands that, hey, we got one job, let's do it, you know. And it's like clockwork, you know. So
Chris, when you were joining, was it, I'm going to be a Marine only? Are you that guy?
Yeah, I joined, and I literally walked in. I still remember to this day the words I said to my recruiter and what my recruiter told me.
Yeah.
I walked in and I looked at him, and he's like, "You look like you want to talk to somebody." I'm like, "I do. I want to join the Marine Corps." He goes, "All right, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "I want to blow stuff up." That's what I told him. I was like, "I want to blow stuff up," you know. And he's like, "I got the job just for you." And sure as, you know, I got in there and I became an 0351 by trade, which is anti-armor demolitions.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, became an 0369 infantry unit leader. And, you know, after you know, getting promoted to E6 staff sergeant. But it was a good time. It really was. And ever since high school, my parents knew it. I knew it. I was going to the military, and my thing was Marine Corps. I wanted to be the best.
Yeah, you know? I could tell. You've got that URL. One thing a lot of people don't know is that Two-Step initially was going into the Marines, and that was the only thing he was going to go into. And then our Army recruiter grabbed him, and he said a few things, and we were still shocked that he went that way, but he did. I'm curious about you and in your music. So I have a couple of pictures here, and I'm going to tell you, if I had $1 for every time I was told this. Well, I was in the military, and especially when you get sent overseas, you grab a guitar, and when you're back on the base camp, that's what we did. We grabbed the guitar, and the music started coming out, and then some of you went on and decided, I'm going to do this as a career. Is that you, Chris?
It is actually. I picked up the guitar. I taught myself how to play guitar in the military, in the Marine Corps, and kept it going. And when I first started, my wife could not stand it because I was so bad at guitar. I was so horrible. But you know, she ended up, you know, dealing with it, and it wasn't really dealing with it. It was like telling me to go outside in the back porch and play.
Yeah,
So,
go somewhere else.
go
somewhere else. Yeah. So being a veteran,
when the dogs stop howling when you're playing, it's you can come inside, right?
Yeah.
I like
exactly.
it. So And your music influences, I'm also curious about that. I
Mhm.
kind of got you already figured out from doing your bio, but I'm curious about your music influences as well.
My music influences stem back. When I was growing up, I used to listen to a lot of, believe it or not, I listened to a lot of like R&B stuff and everything too. Old Motown stuff,
Hmm.
and and I also started listening to like rock, and then but most of all, Dwight Yoakam, Charlie Pride, George Strait, Garth Brooks when he started out. People like that's what got me really into it. When I started singing, I felt that country was kind of my niche, and I
Hmm.
wanted to do that. I did sing a lot of like Motown stuff, Lionel Richie, the Commodore, stuff like that, and everything too. But my whole thing was I wanted to be the country's guy. And
Hmm.
that those are my influences, and still to this day I listen to these guys. It doesn't matter who. I still listen to them.
Yeah.
And they always
Do you
have. And
write?
I do, I
You
do. I
do?
write all my songs. It's a skill that you have to work on constantly when you're writing. Um, and for me, my biggest thing is that when I started writing, it just something that stuck in my head from somebody who told me this a long time ago when I first started out is that if you really want to connect with the people, make them feel what you're feeling. And that's what I do with all my songwriting. I put my heart goes on that paper. You know what I mean? It just everything, my thoughts, all that stuff, because I want them to understand it's not just a song I'm telling, it's not a story, but it's something I want them to enjoy, and not just by themselves, but with me too. Connects
No,
that way, you
definitely.
know.
And I like to collaborate a lot. Do you do collaborations in your music?
I have I have a couple times. One with a buddy of mine. He's actually goes back and forth to Nashville. He writes with a publishing company out there. His name's Aaron Taylor. He's had some songs on Tim McGraw's newer album, Montgomery Gentry's last album they had. And I mean, I've collaborated with him a couple times and everything too. Songs never really went anywhere, but it's just nice to get out there and kind of write with somebody else every now and then too. So
Does your time in the Marines at all influence your writing?
it does. It
Yeah.
does. And the song actually had that just came out November 10th, yesterday,
Mhm.
is "Boots on Sacred Ground." It's a song I wrote. It's dedication towards my the Marines that never came home, the military, and just in general, but not just them, but their families. The ones that deal with it every day too.
Hmm.
And it's when somebody from the Marine Corps that's been on Camp Pendleton hears a certain part of that song, they're going to understand what I'm talking about.
They really
But
do.
it's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Look, I was just curious too about your fans. When they learn that you're a Marine and you being a veteran, do you find it influences one way or the other?
It does, honestly. It usually for the longest time, a lot of people didn't know I was in the Marine Corps because
Hmm.
for me, it was I knew what I did, and I didn't want to be, for me at the time, it was like I don't want to be that guy that ride that thing, but at the same time, it was like what people need to know that who I really am, not just the musician. They need to know who I am.
I like that.
And when I started telling people that, that yeah, I spent my time in the Marine Corps, I'll have a lot of people come up to me during the shows or whatever, and they'll shake my hand or they'll tell me a story about their grandfather who was in who was in the military, or their dad he retired, or their mother or whoever, or their son or daughter, whatever, and it's something that we could relate on a personal level, and that's what makes me
Mhm.
happy.
Yeah,
So
it's a whole different
That that
family.
is that is definitely the how deep a connection can become fast
yeah,
within the veteran community. You
Mhm.
you know each other faster, you learn more faster, and you get it
yep,
because you're
absolutely,
connected in the right here, and
It's an
yep,
honor code.
it for
and
sure. And I'm at a point in my career as a veteran. I've been off active duty almost 30 years, and 25
Hmm.
out of the reserves. But the reality is I've got people I'm still connected to from basic training. You might connect
yeah,
once a year or every other year or several times a year, and you pick right up where you left off. And it's the most encouraging thing that you can ever have as a human in our situation as veterans, and I'm so thankful for that moment because it's like you have a built-in brother and friend, right?
You do, and that's another thing too is that at that moment, once you meet them and you talk to them, they're no longer fans. They're part of your family. You know what I mean? And
That is
that's
a fact.
that, and that's what makes me happy about that. It's like I can relate to them not just on a personal level, but we all understand each other, like you mentioned. You know, and
Yeah.
and it and it's just it's a great feeling. It really is.
It is. And out there for the veterans, what, Veterans Day, what does that mean to you? Is there something that you do yourself or?
I do actually. Even when I was working as a mechanic, actually, even when I was working as a strength and conditioning coach in the high school, volunteering with my kids at their high school. Veterans Day, I'll tell them I'm not coming in that day, because that's the day I want to, sit back, have a drink, for the guys, that are still around. I'll talk to them on the phone or whatever, or we'll get on a video phone call like this, and we'll just sit and talk. And just like Neil said, is that it's like, you guys just saw each other yesterday. You know what I mean? It's like you guys were just talking on the phone yesterday or something. You just pick it up right back to where you were, and it's such an awesome feeling. It really is. And that's what I do for Veterans Day myself.
Good. I love that. I love to
Well,
hear that.
and you're recovering from your birthday hangover as well.
And that's I wasn't going to go there, but being that you said that, it is another day that we have to recover.
But I also do something very similar as you on Veterans Day. I actually was able to enlist and separate on Veterans Day. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, very rare. But I don't work on Veterans Day. I haven't for 25 years. It's a day of reflection. It's a day of connection, just like you. And it's I do a couple of different Veterans Day programs. I of course went to all the ones my kids were having in their schools here in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know where home is for you now. I think you're in SoCal, right?
Yeah, we're in Southern California right now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
here in Texas, it's a big deal with veterans.
yeah, and then that's what I try to keep alive. So
Hey, shout out to Rab out there, Rab the Frontman. Thank you for your service. Can't wait to hear the tunes. Me too. We're gonna stay connected.
Hey, Rab.
You are two-step tribe now. That's Rab out there. He's out doing his show. Rab is another one of our guest hosts. You go check out again Two-Step Tribe on YouTube. You can find that one. Shout out to you, Rab. Neil and I will actually be with each other up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for a Veterans Day event that is being done with a lot of good friends in music, but they're veterans. So a lot of the veterans that are in the industry of music. And music, the writing side of it is very, very therapeutic to me. And also doing a show like this, nobody's paying us to sit here and do this. So doing this with you and being able to write is a very therapeutic process to me. Do you find that for yourself?
it is actually. It's very, very therapeutic because my thoughts that I really can't get out vocally, just talking about, I could put on paper, and I can make it not just thoughts, but I can actually put it into a story so people understand what I'm actually thinking. And that's what makes me happy about that. So doing that too. So I do have a question. Do you guys mind if I get my wife in here? If she can come,
bring her.
Come on.
It's 49 degrees outside. So.
Tell her to get in here.
Come on.
Family. We're family around here. We've already talked about being goalie moms. And,
come on.
Yeah, come on in. I'm actually going to grab one of your songs right here. So I'm looking in here at the song. We have Chris Lozano joining us here live on Two-Step Tribe right now. And on the Tribe, I'm about to grab a song, and I'm going to be playing Boots on Sacred Ground. And it would be the perfect time you can pull her in because I'm going to be pulling up your pictures. So Boots on Sacred Ground.
She said she's gonna stay out there with the dogs right quick. So
It's up to
I was
her.
like, all right,
It's up to her.
that's fine. I was like, all right,
I'll
that's
be
fine.
rolling through pictures and things. That'd be easy transition. So if she'd like to do it that way, she can do it that way. I've been at this a bit, so I bet I know why she's like, I'm not jumping in the middle of that. Boots on Sacred Ground is one of your songs, Chris Lozano, that I'm going to play here in the station with Two Step Tribe. You said this just came out?
Just came out yesterday. I recorded in Nashville at RCA Studios with Eddie Gore. He's a 4-time Grammy-nominated producer, and
Yes.
And so it's we're moving forward with the career, so to speak. Let's put it that way.
I gotta ask you this: do you know Chris Turner?
Label 22.
Yes.
He's with Label 22. Yep.
Yes.
I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Yep.
The two of you need to connect. Marines. So Eddie Gore, you know, I'm from Nashville. So at RCA, I was just up there, and we have a lot of mutual friends. So what you're going to love, you remind me of Chris Turner. And when it comes to being a Marine, that's my guy there. I mean, he jumps. Also, everybody, we have Gunny Santa. Now, do you know who that is, Chris? So usually only a Marine knows.
Gunny Claus?
Gunny
think so.
Claus. Yeah.
Gunny Claus, okay. Yeah.
Gunny Claus. All throughout the history, they have picked a Marine to be Santa. And so he has been Santa for a really long time, and he gets pulled everywhere. I mean, the White House, you name it. We have him on our show for our Christmas special. So Gunny
awesome.
Santa is coming, and so is Chris Turner. And you're talking about Label 22. I'm talking about a buddy of mine, Chris Turner. You talked about Ed Gore because of RCA and the studios. We've got some mutual friends there, my friend.
Yes, we do.
Familiar. Let's get into some music, though. I would love to do that. We've got behind the scenes going on right now. Boots on Sacred Ground. Here it is. Chris Lozano, our Marine. This is Veterans Day.
Dusty boots on the red clay road, letters home in a weathered coat, photographs in a pocket worn thin, dreams of coming back again. Marine's prayer in the midnight air, a flag that waves on an empty chair. They carried hope where the wild wind blows. Freedom's price only heaven knows. Raise your glass, tip your hat for the ones who won't come back. The stories echo through the land, written in the lines of a working man's hand. They gave it all, no looking down, laid their hearts on sacred ground. Outlaws, heroes, sons and daughters, fighting for what really matters. So let the stars and stripes fly high, let the thunder roll and the eagle cry. Remember every name and sound of boots that walked on sacred ground. Barbed wire fences, a porch light on, Gold Star family trying to stay strong. Old dog tags in a dresser drawer, echoes of laughter, now the memories and more. Rolling hills to desert sand, they drew the line, they took a stand. A rebel spirit, brave and proud, the silence speaks so damn loud. Raise your glass, tip your hat for the ones who won't come back. The stories echo through the land, written in the lines of a working man's hand. They gave it all, no looking down, laid their hearts on sacred ground. Outlaws, heroes, the brave who never said goodbye. So light the fire, let the stories ring. Freedom's song is what we sing. With every dawn, we'll stand our ground for the boots that walked on sacred ground. Boots on sacred ground.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
That song hits like right in the heart. Not only did you talk about veterans, but I heard the words Gold Star Family in there. And that's
Yes, ma'am.
very, very rare in a song. So I have another friend who I was like, man, you've got to do a song, please. And he did. So I appreciate hearing that. But I did bring up several pictures. Did y'all notice? So you've got to go to Two Step Tribe YouTube. And I did that on purpose. And what it is I'm showing you Memorial Day, Armed Forces Day, and Veterans Day. And it is because a lot of people get confused there. And so because it is a Veterans Day edition that we're here with Chris, a Marine, Veterans Day honors the living who once served in the armed forces. That is November 11th, coming right upon us for Veterans Day. I love that song. So I'd like to keep transitioning right over into your music, actually. That was produced very well. Shout out to Gore. Shout out to our buddy there in Nashville for sure. You can't
so
get
many
better.
elements in that song, and it I need to listen to it again because there's so much story there, and so much context, and man, amazing job.
Yeah. And we got Holy with a money sign, a lot of asterisks, brother. Amazing song. So that's
Thanks so much, Rob. I appreciate it.
most definitely. And we've got many in here right now. So here we go. Here's one of our favorites right here. Chris Lozano, artist and veteran. Yes, very much so. With the special edition of Veterans Day. Most definitely. Shout out right there. I'd like to go right into another song here with you, Chris, and Mr. Neil Sparkman over there. He's got I do have this question. Since you have Sparky up there, Neil, Chris, do you have a nickname that they gave you in the military? Everyone's always got one.
My nickname was LZ.
LZ. Okay.
Yeah, because Lozano. So a lot of people couldn't say it, so they just call me LZ.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any Italian in you? Is Lozano?
I know the name Lozano originated from like Sicily, I think it was, and then it went to Spain, and then obviously to Mexico and all that stuff and everything too. But so
I just your name literally like I'm Sicilian so I literally looked at your name and like that's a Sicilian name right there. So
and LZ is easy to spell with crayons too.
Yeah,
it really is. It really is.
Yeah, I had to go there. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter which color. You could grab red or blue. You can eat them too. I've heard.
I failed the first test though. Don't worry about it. It's not one.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I fail every day. I just get up and do something different.
Just get up and keep going, man. That's what it's about. I've got Back Road Nights in here, so I'd like to pull that one on. Back Road Nights, Chris. Lozano, is this also coming out of Nashville, or where is this one coming from?
All the songs you have right there out of RCA Studios.
Really? Okay. And awesome. Have you ran into Bobby yet?
No. Actually, yes, I did. I ran into him. He dropped something off over there with Eddie when I was there, and I talked to him for a minute, and then he took off.
So you're not in there. I need to get you in there. So when you're a veteran, it's very different in the music world. When you start connecting in the music world, I want you to meet Doc. So that's where I was going to be in Nashville this weekend, and I've decided to stay up in Dallas Fort Worth. Shout out to T3R coming up there for their to meet with them. So Neil, I'll be up there with you. We'll have a great Veterans Day edition. Yeah, Veterans Day edition.
Absolutely. So, Chris, can you give us a little backstory on this next single?
Yeah, this next one is something I threw together just from growing up and being in the military and just taking different aspects of my life and putting it into one song. And when I drive my truck, my wife sits right here in the middle with me. So she sits right here
It's
and
the
I'll
best.
drive. And exactly, and that's kind of one of the things I threw on there. And plus, me playing in the band, she's always there with us. She travels everywhere. When my band travels all over the country and plays, but she's our operations and tour manager, but she's always up front taking pictures and all that stuff and everything too. So I kind of threw that in there. And the thing I love about this song is that when I wrote it, I was like, all right, yeah, it sounds like one we can get in there, just do it. But then Eddie, he got a hold of Becca Bramlett, and she's, for all the people who don't know who she is, from 93 to 95, she was the lead singer of Fleetwood Mac. And, she had, Becca and another one, what was the other guy's name? But I apologize for not remembering it, but she's had a great career, awesome career. And he got her to be my backing vocals on this song, and she just made this song sound amazing. So
Well, we got a lot in common. Oh my Lord. Yes, she was there when I was there in the studio as well. So we were all hanging out, and I had been there for album release, all sorts of things. I walked over there with her and with Ed, and we were messing around in there with some vocals. So yeah, you're hitting home for me. I mean, I grew up there. Someone recently said to me, "You're a unicorn." I'm like, well, number one, don't call me that, but and it's because I'm from there. I'm from Nashville, and I know where to go and where to stay away from. So in the commercial area, and that's why when I say I want to connect you to certain people, I want to connect you to some of the veterans that are making moves right now. Some pretty big, significant moves, even more so than they were. Like Stephen Cochran. Stephen actually started Label 22. So when you want to talk about Marines, you go Stephen Cochran, Chris Turner. But if you've
Sal
got
Gonzalez, he's another great guy I like.
Sal Gonzalez, yes. And in the show here, they never know who I'm talking about. I'm like, y'all are kidding me. Sal Gonzalez, amazing. I was there for his video shoot. Awesome. There's a crazy story. We won't tell it today, but that's called Backroad Talk. That's another song you need. Backroad Talk. If you don't do it, I'll do it. Backroad Night. Play for Chris Lozano. Backroad Talks is for off air. Here we go. Backroad Nights.
River's up, truck parked halfway in the grass. Coolers in the shade, letting this day slip past. Speakers kicking out a beat, friends throwing lines. Sun on my shoulder, losing track of time. She slides up, bare feet on the dash, smiling soft, leaning into my lap, cracking a cold one, making the moment last. This is home, out where the pavement ends. Windows down, falling down on dirt thin. Her head on my shoulder, dashboard songs, back roads burning, headlights long. We rode from Riverside, children, those downtown neon lights. It just run just living those back road nights. Evening's turning slow, fire's gaining ground. DJ's in the corner, setting low vibes down. Plugging out the bar, crowds leaning in. Couple old faces, couple old friends. Bands on the stage, kicking off the night. She's in the front row, she's the highlights of the night. Weekend's wide open and the city comes alive. Red clay on my boots, new song
like every bit of that one, Chris. You got over here like I'm kicking on the floor, literally. I like that.
Thank
What do
you.
you say, Neil? Neil, check that one out with the kicking in. You might be frozen, and it says on here, Chris. We're here live with you on Two Step Tribe. Again, that's Two Step Tribe. The number 2, you never spell two-step, by the way. Two Step Tribe. Y'all check that out on YouTube. This is going to go out on the airwaves. It's a broadcast, it's radio, and it's a podcast coming to you live. Coming out to you right now, we've got Chris Lozano live in the studio, literally with his music as a special edition for Veterans Day with our veteran host, Neil Sparkman. Neil, how's it going over there?
Well, I'm having a little technical difficulty, but I have to say, I feel like I need to go get an old pickup truck and roll down the windows and go down a back road really, really fast right now. That song was just banging, man.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that.
I loved it, literally.
Yeah. Go down to the river, throw a kayak in, and have the little trailer of beers in the cooler. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here's the inner tube.
Yeah, I literally want to grab you, so it's a lot of Marines, but it's December 2nd. Remember that, because Chris Turner will be here, and some of these names I'm dropping that I want to have you connect to for a certain reason, and Neil as well, Neil and myself, both in what we're doing, not only with our foundation, but within music. So we definitely want to do that. I'm moving right along over here into the next song, Queen of My Wild Heart. Okay, Chris.
This is one I wrote for my wife. So.
Okay, this is one for the wife. Okay.
Yep.
So the wife's not the wild one; it's you.
It's me, and it's basically telling her thank you for everything she's done, sticking with me, and no matter what I do, where I go, she's always on my mind, and she's literally saved my life a couple of times. So let's put it that way.
Well, being
that's the whole of the story.
Wife, like, it's not an easy feat. Number one. So again, when we say Veterans Day, we thank the whole family, but number one, it's the veterans, those that serve and have served. We say thank you. And it's the ultimate sacrifice. When you sign your name on that line, you have signed knowing that you're signing and something could happen. But it's our freedoms. It's the freedom of speech. It's the freedom for these idiots or smart people to go say whatever it is they feel like they want to say. And so we get to sit back and say, hey, well, you know what? We served for this freedom. So that's why we have to be cool when a parent's yelling at a kid. Well, we don't have to do anything. That's why our veterans serve. Our veterans serve so that we have that freedom of speech, the freedom to write in what we do. What do you feel about that, Chris? Because I'm very strong on that one.
I'm right there with you. I really am right there with you on that. We do what we can so people can have their opinion, whether we like it or not, whether they're idiots or not, or whatever. But hey, that's their right, and that's why we do it.
That's exactly right. So we've got Queen of My Wild Heart. Neil will be right back with us. He's at technical difficulty over there, but he'll be with us. We got this. Queen of My Wild Heart. Here with Two Step Tribe over here with the Patriots Inside the Wire production. Patriots Inside the Wire production. And I'm going to ask Chris after this song if he gets why it's called Inside the Wire. This is Queen of My Wild Heart with Chris Lozano.
Whiskey on my breath, it runs in my roots. Been riding this road, chasing don't have long truths. But every mile I roam, every bar of my home, it's your name I'm calling, girl, it's you that I want. You patch up my scars, you tame my wild ways with the look in your eyes. You set my soul ablaze. You're the calm in my storm, the fire in my veins. And I thank the stars every night you took my name. queen of my wild heart, light in my dark, the reason I keep fighting when life leaves its mark. I'd ride through the thunder, I'd walk through the flame, to hold you close and whisper your name. You're amazing, you're fearless, my saving grace, my outlaw angel in this flawless place. Yeah, I love you, darling, more than words could say. You're the reason I'm living each and every day. You see past the rough, the dust and the scars. You know every secret, every crack in my heart. You laugh at my jokes, you dry every tear. When the world gets cold, you're always near. You're the whiskey in my glass, the song in my soul, the hand that I hold when the nights get cold. Trade every outlaw legend, every wild night, just to wake up by your side for the rest of my life. You're the queen of my wild heart, light in my dark, the reason I keep fighting when life leaves its mark. I'd ride through the thunder, I'd walk through the flames, to hold you close and whisper your name. You're amazing, you're fearless, my saving grace, my outlaw angel in this flawless place. I love you, darling, more than words can say. You're the reason I'm living each and every day. Some men chase fortune, some men chase fame. I found my treasure when you took my name. You're my compass, my shelter, my anchor, my truth. Every road leads me home, and home is you. You're the queen of my wild heart, light in my dark, the reason I keep fighting when life leaves its mark. I'd ride through the thunder, I'd walk through the flame, to hold you close and whisper your name. You're amazing, you're fearless, my saving grace, my outlaw angel in this flawless place. I love you, darling, more than words could say. You're the reason I'm living each and every day. Each and every day. Each and every day.
I like that, Chris. How do you feel about that one, Neil? I don't think your sound's on. I think it's on mute. It's on mute.
There we go. That says everything about the love of your life and how she's your anchor, and how, you know, I always say that my wife is the best part of me.
This is her.
You know,
That's her. That's
yeah,
why I
so,
kept bringing that up.
yeah. So, you know, the best part of us is not always us. It's what makes us, right? And in your case, you've been married 25 plus years. You know, that's the best part of you, because she is, you know, genuinely half of you.
Mhm.
And you know, you do everything together. And you know, when you can say I go left, she goes right, and because she's always right, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's the smart answer.
Exactly.
As I'm sitting here with the two of you,
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, happy life, happy wife.
Happy life.
Yes.
Yep.
Here on this Veterans Day, we are talking about all sorts of subjects here. We are just normal people.
But you know, your wife served as well, right? Because she took care of your family when you were out.
She did. She was
out on deployment. And you know, I grew up a military brat, and you know, I'm so thankful for how my mom could lead, and you know, they our spouses in military atmosphere are just unbelievable. They're better managers than we are, and than we'll ever
Yep.
be, because they can juggle, right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly. So she's been my everything, man, and I can't thank her enough for everything she's done. I owe her this life and next life. She's amazing. You know.
Most definitely. And also, Rad, the Frontman, one of my partners over here. Shout out to you again over there. Thank you to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's over here. How do you actually know Rab? We won't get too deep into it. I'm just curious.
Me?
Mhm.
I actually just met him tonight. A buddy of mine, Rick Skillman. I've known him forever. He's known Rick, and he said they need to interview someone, and gave him my name, and I'm happy to be on here with you guys now.
Yeah, shout out to Copperhead, by the way. We got Copperhead out there that he's not feeling well. Big shout out to you. We hope you get to feeling better. Listen, I'm not going to dig a hole here. I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of veteran artists. All of our veterans, we thank first. But second, the veteran artists that we've had I'm grateful to have had the pleasure of being around, working around, and actually quietly in the beginning never told a single person what I did, who I did it with, or anything. And the first veterans that I ran into, they have become my family. And so when I say that you need to meet Chris Turner, it's because you remind me of him to a T. I can see the two of you literally cutting it up out there right now. This is we just had our festival here with our foundation there with our veterans. And so you have John Swat there, myself, my son, Sergeant Two-Step, who is in here. So sergeant2stepfoundation.org. And then there's Neil Sparkman there, and then Scotty Frazier. Scotty Frazier is a Marine. We say thank you to him. Those Marines in that picture right there will come running quick. John Swat spent a lot of time there in Nashville, by the way. So, Chris, you're among good company when it comes to getting our veterans in music. And so we definitely at our station, anytime I'm here, anytime Neil's there, we are always going to support our veterans in music, and have something going on. Going to keep it moving right along. Ooh. This next one.
Yeah, the next one we have is I don't know what it is, but all these songs that we've done with Eddie has just been amazing. So
Eddie's amazing as it is. It's Freedom Leads the Way. So I'm like, just the title itself.
Yeah.
That's a big deal right there. So just the title itself, it's Freedom Leads the Way. And I've got a message that says, Rab makes magic happen. Best and well wishes to those who couldn't be with us tonight. Most definitely. Moving right along here. We got Neil up there. Stay awake with us, Neil. Here,
I'm with you.
Special shout out, Veterans Day edition. We've got Chris Lozano in here live with Two-Step Tribe.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
We sure.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, I keep it rolling no matter what's happening over there. This title is a title of all titles for a song. Freedom Leads the Way. I'm going to grab that song. There we go. There's Broken Road. Thank you to all of our veteran artists for your music and your storytelling, most definitely. And we will grab this song now. Here we go. It is, Chris, the title of the song. I'm going to ask you, I'll listen to it first. I want to listen to it, and then I'm going to ask you about it. Here it is. Freedom Leads the Way with Chris Lozano here and Neil Sparkman joining me on our Veterans Edition.
Sunrise over cornfields, boots on the red dirt, heart on my sleeve, worn out dog tags, a faded old flag, stories and scars only I believe. Mama's prayers and pictures from home kept me strong when the nights got cold. A brother's hand, a stranger's smile, remind me what I'm fighting for. We all bleed the same, no matter where we're from. When the world seen hope in a stranger's eyes, from city lights to back road towns. We're all reaching for the same sunrise. Old wounds heal, new days come. We write our stories line by line. Every color, every creed, we're all woven in the same design. We all bleed the same, no matter where we're from. When the world gets heavy, we don't come undone. Here's to the ones who served, to the dreamers and the brave, to stand side by side, no matter what they say. Raise your voice, let freedom ring. We're stronger when we stand as one. Living free, loving proud, we find our strength in love, not hate. When the darkness tries to break us and the lines aren't drawn too deep, I'll reach across and take your hand, 'cause unity's what sets us free. We're more than just a headline, we're more than black or white. We're the promise in the sunrise, we're the fire in the fight. Here's to the ones who serve, to the dreamers and the brave, to stand side by side, no matter what they say. Raise your voice, let freedom ring. Stronger when we stand as one. Living free, loving proud, we find our strength in love, not hate, not hate. Hand in hand, we're one nation under the same wide open sky.
For Two-Step Tribe, when we hit that one, that's what we have to say. That's a song right there. Freedom leads the way. Listen, Eddie did that one too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Kick. I
Yes, he
mean,
did.
the drive, the kick, every bit of it is just a stomping.
Yeah.
How did, Neil, weigh in here on that one.
Yeah, the production's just masterful on that. Really clean. Love the beat to it, and the message is, it resonates for sure. You know, I think you're ready to join us for Patriot Fest.
That's
I'd love it.
true. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
so
Yeah.
you know, we're working on Patriot Fest right now, and over the next 12 months, we're going to hit somewhere between 8 to 12 military bases across the lower 48. And love to
I would
have
love to join you.
love to have the Chris Lozano Band on board. So can we count on you to join us?
I would love to.
I would love to have you
Awesome.
for sure. You know, I explain
Yeah.
it, you know, this is all about our veterans, but the one thing that happens when you become I'm not old, y'all, I'm young. They join young. He just didn't get to come home. And so the military kind of owns you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's how that works. And so being able to call up a base is easier for someone like me who can call and say, you know, I'd love to do this. I'm very close to certain departments because of the loss of my son. There's still good ones out there, is what I have to say. There's some really good people out there. And so one of them's up there at Fort Hood. And so when it comes to our Army bases, I got that covered through that department. And then we've also got the, we've got not only that, I'm drawing a blank here, the Red Cross. So the head of the Red Cross, the head of Army, he's not just Army. He has to handle all of the cases that are coming to your door, just like in a movie. But we're talking about Veterans Day, and that is those veterans that are here right now that have served our armed forces. And we're saying thank you for your service. Thank you, every one of you. We've got one more song in here, Chris, but I would love to say, hey, whatever it is you need to say, because I know that you're going to need to go. So what's going to happen is Neil and I can wrap up this last song of yours while we talk with you and say it's great to have you on. Number one, having you here and having this for Veterans Day is amazing. So we appreciate that you took the time, and we did this, everybody, a special recording because we aren't going to be working on Veterans Day. So just like you said, Chris, so I'd love to give you a moment to say what it is you'd like to say. And I can't wait to have you join us as well, like Neil said, with some live music going on.
That'd be awesome. And the other thing I want to say is thank you guys so much for having me on here, to Rab for getting a hold of me, Neil, Tracy. It was so awesome meeting you guys. I so look forward to working with you guys. It's going to be a great time. Also, everybody out there, make sure you go check out the rest of the songs. I'll be putting them out on a waterfall release, as they call. Check them out. Go to our website, chrislozanoband.com. Instagram, Chris Lozano Country. Facebook, Chris Lozano Band. Follow us everywhere. See where we're going to go. And I just, like I said, Rick Skillman, also for getting me connected with you guys. And just thank you guys so much for everything. It's such a pleasure to be on here. And I'm so glad you guys are doing stuff like this. It's really awesome.
Well,
We thank you.
Chris,
And we've got a friend over there at RCA and at the label.
Yeah.
So I'm going to connect you with Chris. And I think December 2nd, as a Marine, you ought to pop in for a real 5-10 minutes and just to say, hey, guys, and I can introduce you. But we're Gunny Club.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
He's the Marine.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
LZ, thanks for joining us, man. We really appreciate it. And safe travels to you and yours. And look forward to seeing you in the very, very near future. Thanks for everything that you're doing for veteran awareness and being a great patriot. We love you, man.
Most definitely.
Thank you, man.
We got one more song we're going to play with Chris's. Chris, before you leave, look at this picture because I want you to be aware. I brought this up during your show on purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you
It really
see that?
is.
Naked
Yeah.
Girls get 500 likes in 5 minutes. Let's see how many a veteran can get. All right. Within 5 minutes, how many can a veteran get?
Well, honestly, I didn't get that many when I went naked. So they actually, I got told, I got blocked for some reason. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I didn't think about going there. All right. I was trying to prove a point. I appreciate you and everything that you do, Chris. I love your music, love your wife. You got the goalie out there. You got the kids. I got the same thing going on. Neil as well. We know you're going to close out. Thank you for this Veterans Day edition. We are going to continue on with your last song, and we will be in touch with you.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.
Thank you for your
Take care.
service, Chris. Thank you.
Take care.
Now we've got one more song in here that we're going to get to. In radio, you got to hit it in 30-minute increments. So we have another song in here from Chris. It's called Half the Man. So Half the Man. Let's check that out. See what that's about. Here we go. Half the Man. That is Chris Lozano, who is just on with us.
He'd rise before the sunrise, boots by the door, black dust on his jackets from the shift before. Lunch pail in his right hand, tired in his eyes. He never let us see him compromise. He gave up his dreams for a roof and a meal. Hand cracked and bleeding, but his love was real. Never missed a ball game, never missed a night. He'd hold us close, say it's all gonna be alright. He fought for us in the dark and the cold. But there's a battle you can win just by being bold. He gave everything he had just to give us more. Built a life from nothing, that's what fathers are for. I watched him fight when the fight got tough, and I pray every day I'm strong enough to carry his name, to live by his cause. Wish I could be half the man he was. Held his hand when the time had come. The hardest word words I've ever spoken on my tongue said, thank you, Dad, for every sacrifice. If love could heal, you never have to die. Now I see him in the mirror, in the lines on my face, hear his voice in the silence, feel the strength in my faith. He taught me how to stand, to never give up. He taught me how to love and rise above. He gave everything he had just to give us more. Built a life from nothing, that's how far as before. I watched him fight when the fight got tough, and I pray every day I'm strong enough to carry his name, to live by his cause. Wish I could be half the man he was. So I'll lace up my boots and carry his light, keep his memory burning through the darkest night. He's gone, but his legacy is written in us, and I'll spend my life trying to be half the man he was. Wish I could be half the man he was. Half the man he was.
That is Half the Man with Chris Lozano there. Neil Spartman still joining us. Neil, you're a United States Air Force veteran, also in music as well. I loved meeting Chris Lozano there. What do you think?
I did. I did as well. What love the stories. Love the heart behind his message in his songs. Holy cow! So many different. There's a lot going on in those songs, and you know, bringing up. I was reflecting a little bit on a comment you made earlier about him bringing up Gold Star in the song, and that really hits our mission hard, right? And but you think back, how many songs have you ever heard that have Gold Star in them? And then Chris is he's going by LZ now with me, but LZ is now he's a true patriot, and just love the family, the element, the time, the space, I mean, just everything. And the music is so clean.
On another channel here, and I'm listening to you, Neil.
Yeah.
His production, are you familiar with Gore that he's talking about at RCA? So I'd love to get you in Nashville around the veterans before you found me at Two Step Tribe, and anybody kind of knew who or what I was. There's only one person that did, and he's at T3R, and I appreciate him, and I appreciate everybody at Tribe, Two Step Tribe. But when it comes to veterans and music, it's a very unique circle, and it's a very honor code circle where it's you're in automatically, maybe not automatically, but you're definitely, the doors open. And I have been very fortunate to have already been in the music industry before, and then I took a break, came back, and it has been definitely, he mentioned one of the labels, and I can't even believe that Gore did the production on this. And then the vocalist that they brought in, he's not kidding. That really is someone that was singing with Stevie Nicks. He dropped a name there.
Yeah. So from 93 to 95, Becca, I can't remember her last name. 93 to 95 was background vocal and also singing front for Fleetwood Mac. And during that time was when Stevie Nicks was actually away from the band.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
I mean, that's some pretty incredible stuff. And, when she tucked in right behind him with backgrounds and harmonies, it was just gorgeous.
It is. Yeah. And I actually got to meet her with Ed there. So like he said Ed Gore, but I say Eddie or Ed, but he's amazing. If you've got him producing your music, you're golden. I mean, you could have Chris has a great voice, but you could be like my vocal cords and stuff. Sometimes it sounds great, sometimes it doesn't. If you get Ed Gore working on your songs, that's it. I mean, you're in the right pocket right there. So shout out to them there in Nashville.
You think about how production is in these studios, and I mean, you go back 20 plus years before Pro Tools was involved, and how they can modulate and twist and just drag the mouse and take care of things through production. I mean, you're back in the tape days, and you're like, roll it again, and I mean, it's just incredible. And what people don't really realize is with the producers and engineers that are doing this work, they're every bit of an artist, just like the musician, and just absolutely incredible how all the elements come together to form the music. And I learned a lot with the other artists that we manage during the process, and it's insane. And so my tip of the hat to the RCA team that produced LZ's work here. And I'm excited about it and see what kind of reaction it's going to get with the drop just happening yesterday.
Yeah, I was it's the RCA Studios, and it's Ed Gore. So shout out to Ed there, and that's where I would have been this weekend, literally. So it's ironic that we've got for Veterans Day, Chris Lozano, which you're calling LZ for now on, and it's only fitting. It is Veterans Day that we have to play Flag. One of our ambassadors at sergeant2stepfoundation.org. That supports veterans, it supports the family, it supports artists. There's a lot that we're doing. So one of our ambassadors is Billy Ray Cyrus, and Billy Ray Cyrus grabbed the song Flag and grabbed his guitar and vocals and went to town on this song called Flag. And he was so smitten with it that he just kept rolling and rolling and rolling with us. Ended up going on a TV show and all kinds of things to support Two-Step, which he now claims as his son. They were over in Iraq is what happened. So Billy Ray was over in Iraq with Two-Step when they went over. The story is that Two-Step was very interested in the blonde tennis player who was on stage, and not so much who the guy was. That's what the story is. Yeah, that's what came out of that too. So thank you to Billy Ray Cyrus for everything that you do too. A lot of people recognize All Gave Some. That is his song, but this is Flag that Billy Ray Cyrus jumped on. Shout out to the tribe. Shout out to Two-Step Tribe as we keep rolling here on Two-Step Tribe Live. Check out the YouTube.
Stood so tall, now the silence where he used to call. They handed me a flag, folded and tight. Said it's for the brave, said it's for the fight. But I don't need a symbol, don't need their lines. I just want my son, I want back my time. I got a flag, but I want my son. Tears on my face, but the war moves on. Why do they keep acting like nothing's wrong? I'm screaming inside while they play their songs. I got a flag, but I want my son. The sky's still blue, but it feels so gray. Every step I take drifts further away. The boots he wore, now they just sit. I can't touch his face, can't handle it. He fought for a dream, for the red, white and blue. But the cost of freedom, they never tell you. A mother's heart breaks, it'll never heal. While the world keeps turning like it's no big deal. I got a flag, but I want my son. Tears on my face, but the war moves on. Why do they keep acting like nothing's wrong? I'm screaming inside while they play their songs. I got a flag, but I want my son. on every talk about pride, but who's gonna hold me when I cry at night? It was so loud, but it feels so cold. A hero story, but it left me alone. Tell me why the brave have to die so young. I got a flag, but I want my son. I got a flag, but I want my son. Tears on my face, but the world moves on. Why do they keep acting like nothing's wrong? I'm screaming inside while they play their songs. I got a flag, but I want my son. He took the oath, he gave his life, and I lost my hope. Folded tight in my trembling hands, a piece of cloth I don't understand. I got a flag, but I want my son. I'm just a mom who wants her baby back. Just a boots, he took the oath, he gave his life, and I lost my hope. Folded tight in my trembling hands, a piece of cloth I don't understand. I got a flag, but I want my son. I'm just a mom who wants her baby back.
There you have it. That song is called Flag, and we did that to appreciate and say thank you to Billy Ray, because it does talk about the flag, but it talks about a different version. And Veterans Day is to honor all those who served, who are with us, and we're honoring them and celebrating them for their service and all that they give us each day. Again, Chris Lozano, go check him out for his music in Two Step Tribe and Patriots Inside the Wire, both on YouTube and our website. You can actually go to the website and find every bit of this, but it's very easy. I go to the YouTube, you'll find everything. You'll get to see the show with Chris in here with us visually. Check it out. Check the Marine out. I wanted to ask him about those tattoos, but I knew that he needed to run. I was very, very curious. Yeah. And I love his music.
I did too. And that was super enjoyable. With that.
It
so
is.
Did you ever think that you would
Did
you ever think when you wrote that song Flag that you would be doing that with Billy Ray Cyrus?
No, I did not. I think it's because of the guitar and the timing of when things were happening and going on. And honestly, I didn't tell anyone what I was doing. I was very, very quiet. As a matter of fact, even everybody here in the Texas area, more people in Nashville knew what I was up to than Texas. So what happened is not only do we have the mutual person out there, so shout out to Uncle Rhino, but this is a Veterans Day show, is his story. If you go check it out, All Gave Some, his song, he has a special spot in there in Two Step. So we're, I don't know how many degrees separated, but he does have a tie into with Two Step. So we figured out a whole lot of information just by talking, and Billy Ray really does care about our veterans that are serving and their families. It's not just to get a song out. So
that's a fact, and that's a fact, and he's been known for that for more than 20 years of being supportive of our military and veterans, and now Gold Stars. You know, I'm tremendously honored that we have Billy Ray as an ambassador to our organization at the Sergeant Two Step Foundation. So you know, be looking out for him on our social medias in the near future as we start gaining traction and doing more events. You never know what you're going to see. So you know,
definitely. We have time. We're going to sit in one more song here. We got to get to the half-hour mark. So, Neil, I've got Red, White, and You, and I've got Raise It Up. And I already know what our new production is going to say. Brian is going to say that I need to do Raise It Up. So, Brian,
let's make it so. Let's raise the flag.
Yeah. Brian's behind the scenes with production now with our team. So again, just like in everything that we do, you mentioned production. That's a huge part of music. The songwriters, a huge part of that. But it's very therapeutic. Music is a universal language, and a way that that was my secret. And now that my secret's out, it is music and writing, and every bit of it has always been a part of me. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the veterans, and I say thank you. Go to Two Step Tribe, and you have your choice of Raise It Up, or I'm just going to actually grab it and play it. And so we can keep rolling on right here through radio. Yep, I knew it. Raise It Up. Here it is. Production's already pulled it up for the banners. Here we go. It is Raise It Up.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm walking through changes, I'm standing here now. Life, love, our country, the stories they tell of heroes who served and never came home well. Two flags flying high in the sky. Oh, glory waves, don't tread on me right. The price of our freedom was written in blood. We lift up their names, we honor with love. Rise it up, raise it up, raise it up, yeah. For the heroes and the families left behind. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up.
There you have it. That is a song. I was encouraged to write that by someone because when we were doing our festival, in advance, they were like, you really need to write a song that embodies what it is you're doing. And I'm like, seriously, you really want a song? It's no one in Tribe. It's someone within the music industry. And they're like, yeah, write one that's about why and what you're doing this festival. And I was like, all right. And that is called Raise It Up. It's an anthem for the brave. Yeah, Anthem for the Brave. So that is a song that is out with Iron Halo Music. Everything that's out there, if I have it, you need to talk to me. I am in the works right now with multiple things, multiple individuals. I'm talking with Neil too. So I'll be talking with Neil more when I get up there here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We appreciate every one of you in here. Please follow, like, share, build the support and honor. It is Veterans Day upon us. We say thank you. Can't say it enough. Can't say thank you enough, literally. So Neil, I think that you should say some closing words.
Well, I'll be happy to. So thank you to all of our veterans that are tuning in and watching and listening and being a part of our show tonight. Thank you to our veteran music artists and veteran music industry people that are served our country. Thank you for helping bring music to life. To all my veteran colleagues, thank you for being a special part of my life, past, present, future. It was an absolute honor to serve and be a part of a bigger mission than what we could ever think about. And the impact on my life from all my veteran colleagues has been incredible. The mentorship, the leadership, helping shape me to how I am today as a business leader, a father, and just trying to be a great human. So thank you to all those colleagues. If you're a veteran, reach out to us here on the show. Let us know that you've tuned in. Like, follow, share at twosteptribe.com. Two-Step Tribe on all the social handles, on YouTube, Instagram. Are we on TikTok, Tracy?
Yeah, we have accounts everywhere. So Two-Step Tribe.
So we're there.
And you're going to find to be verified in accounts. That's why you'll see Tracy right before it. So every time you see that, but it's not just me. Two-Step Tribe is a lot of people coming together to put out the kindness in a community of a mission and giving back. And so I appreciate you too, Neil. Thank you for your service and your family's service and everything that you do in the community. You lead as a veteran with a heart in your mission, and I appreciate that, and I saw it from day one. So we appreciate you and everything that you're doing. Neil here for the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation was the first person to step up, and he's the first person to step up and explain what these terms are that no one's probably familiar with. And we're going to close out here, but we want you all to remember our veterans out there on Veterans Day. Treat each other well, be kind, stay kind, keep it good, keep it real. We love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Check out Two-Step Tribe. It is out there. Go to the YouTube. I always say that. Two-Step Tribe is with a 2. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Neil, again. Thank you for your service. Chris Lozano. Y'all go check out Chris Lozano and his music. Unbelievable. Loved meeting them. I can't wait to get them involved in more of what we are doing. And look forward to us coming. We do have a base locked in. Shouting out and signing out here on Two-Step Tribe.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two-Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two-Step, sign us out. Let's load up.